Hey Aries, this is Lost Twin Tarot. My name is Colette if you've never viewed me before. Aries, this is your weekly reading for the 15th through the 21st. This is good for placement, sun, moon, and rising. Just take the pieces that resonate and leave the rest. Aries, when I was meditating on your cards, I feel like what I was getting that you said your piece and you're growing impatient. You've done your work and they haven't, this person hasn't, and now you're ready to move forward with your plans. You're moving on with your plans happily as well. Take that how it resonates. Feel like you're moving on from whether that is a job, a love situation, a family situation, friendship. I feel like you've been doing your inner work, your physical work, if this is at your job. And with this eclipse, it's all about you, Aries. It's as a collective, Aries is all about being bold, being courageous, rocking the boat where it's needed. And that's exactly what you're doing. This is the last week for Aries before we go into the next Taurus season. So if you're celebrating your birthday, I feel like some of you could be celebrating. You'd be celebrating very happily. I feel like there's a lot to celebrate though. There's more to celebrate than just your birthday, I feel like. You're celebrating a lot of good things that you have coming in. Some of you may have travel going on. I feel like you're really enjoying this change in yourself, Aries. You're People are taking notice of you as well. You're literally on fire. Not like a fire sign fire, but you're just charismatic. You're really fun and upbeat in a group. You're being really funny. You're just doing all the things that makes Aries in a positive, great way. It's really putting eyes on you. I'm also getting a connection to Van Halen, Janie's Crying song for some of you. I get a lot of songs sometimes. Also, a connection with hair. I feel like your hair is very important to you. I know some people, I mean, of course, our hair is important, just, but you like really, you spend time on your hair. 1, 2, 6. You have the Three of Wands on the bottom. You spend time on your hair and you spend like money on your hair. You have the Magician and the Seven of Cups. You have the Knight of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. You have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess. The Ten of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And you have the Sun and the Ace of Cups. You have the star on the bottom. I'm doing this fairy oracle deck, if the fairy oracle deck this week. Friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. I feel like you could be doing that, Aries, especially during your birthday week. If it's not your birthday week, I feel like you're just trying to get in touch with people maybe you haven't talked to. You're realizing how important it is to get in touch with people that you haven't been in contact with. I feel like you're realizing how important it is to socialize. You have the Magician and the Seven of Cups. The Magician is all about manifestation, and I think you are almost trying to figure out what you want to manifest. I feel like you have a open path. You really don't seem like you are tied down to anything, nothing that would ever hold you back, even if you are attached to somebody romantically or anything, a job even. I feel like you almost feel like the sky's the limit in a way. So you're trying to manifest something, but you're really not sure. And it, almost as a collective, I feel like that as well. We really don't know how the world is going. We really don't know what we want, but I feel like a lot of us are like that. We could all say we want, oh, I want a lot of money, I want a house, I want this, that. But at the end of the day, we we need something else to make our soul and our spirit feel content, good, safe, happy, loved. So I feel like that's what you're trying to figure out. With that friendship card, I feel like you might be realizing that it's not just a soulmate that you want, and not a good job either, not just that. You might want some other companions in your life because you like that spotlight on you. You like the feeling of people saying, "Oh, Aries, you're so funny. Oh, Aries, tell us that story about that." You're enjoying that. You like being around people at your job saying, "Oh, Aries, nice work on that." You like the feeling of the energy of people around you. Next, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving knight. He's slow, and I feel like it's because of this Nine of Swords. You could be moving slow on something, Aries, or maybe you're not anymore, but maybe it's because you've been having anxiety about something. You've been stuck in this tangled up nest, just like how this is. It's all knotted up. And I feel like that's exactly how your headspace has been, or even your stomach. It's just all knotted up like that. You want to move forward on something, but you feel like you just can't. You're just feeling like there's a little bit of anxiety. Take it how it resonates for you. You have the Ace of Wands and you have the Nine of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is all about that spark of excitement. What gets us going? Out with the old, in with the new. It's a promising opportunity. It's about looking to the future and building off of that. It's about what starts as just this tiny little stick and twig and just grows into a huge tree, but you have to nurture it. But it's promising. With the Nine of Wands, I feel like you are going to be persistent in this, but you're a little bit unsure at the same time, especially across from that Nine of Swords. I feel like you've seen in the past, well, I've done this before, I've seen this promising opportunity before, I've seen this promising person before. They all seemed like they were great, but then they turned out crazy or whatever. I've seen this promising job, or this looked like it was a good house to move into, or whatever it was for you. And then it never turned it out that way. And I think that's why you have that Nine of Wands as well, with that wounded warrior feeling. But even though you're wounded, I feel like you're still not giving up, Aries. You never do give up. You're always searching. You're always searching for the next thrill. You're always searching for the next adventure. You're you're always looking for adventure. Part of your purpose is to seek adventure. We all are, but you especially, being the child of the zodiac. Next, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You have three aces here. You have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So there is a lot of opportunity, and you have the Sun here. So there's a lot of things coming in for you this week. The Ace of Pentacles with the High Priestess. There's that hand out there, and it's holding it out for you like, Aries, here you go. Here's an opportunity, but just like the Ace of Wands, it has to be nurtured, it has to be taken care of. And maybe in the past you had opportunities, but maybe you were a little bit younger. Maybe you didn't have the resources. Maybe you just didn't know how to take care of these things, or just maybe they just were how they were. They were just not meant for you. The universe says this isn't meant for you right now, Aries. That's why they didn't work out for you, but this is meant for you. So with the High Priestess, I feel like now you're understanding that. Maybe in the past you were angry about it. Maybe you were a little bit resentful, but now with the High Priestess, I feel like you're taking that deep inner wisdom, that deep subconscious knowledge, and you're realizing that, okay, well, yeah, they weren't for me. Those weren't for me. Those opportunities weren't for me. But I have this Ace of Wands, I have this Ace of Cups, I have this Ace of Pentacles. This is for me. I know it's for me because it feels right for me. It feels right. My subconscious is telling me. I'm seeing the signs. This group of my friendship, they're telling me. Next, you have the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. The Knight of Wands is that fire. Like I was saying, it felt like you were on fire. And I feel like this is exactly why you're going after your dreams. The Knight of Wands is that. He goes after what he wants. He can be sometimes mysterious as well. He doesn't really know what he's headed on, what his journey really, all the all of the details, but he's still going to go on it anyway. But in order for you to do that, Aries, you need to drop some other burdens first. And another sign got this message as well. But I feel like it's because on a collective level, we're in this eclipse. Right after this eclipse, we can't move forward on the things we want unless we drop the things that don't longer serve us. We can't move on. How can we? We can't move on to what we want, our desires, our relationships, our things that bring us joy. And I feel like it's exactly what I said to the other sign. I believe it might have been Virgo, but it's saying, Spirit saying, Aries, if you want to go on this adventure, you have to drop these burdens. You have to drop this 10 of Wands. Next, you have the Sun and the Ace of Cups. This for sure can be a love offer for you, but it's something that's really bringing you a lot of joy. This can be all about you fulfilling that cup. That cup is about you fulfilling those emotions. This can be friendship as well with that friendship card. You could be meeting someone who is a wonderful friend. This can be you really learning about yourself and just finding that joy and that peace in life that you so need. And just really shining bright. The Ace of Cups is also a feeling of it's never ending. It keeps flowing. As long as we keep pouring into it. As long as we keep pouring into it, nurturing this relationship, nurturing ourselves, it's never ending. What's the Magician and the Seven of Cups for Aries? You have the Strength card on the bottom. You have the Knight of Cups. So that fits very well with the Magician card. The Knight of Cups is all about that dreamy energy. With the Strength card, I feel like you are trying to find that find the strength to manifest what those desires are that you want, but having the willpower to find the right ones, almost finding the right ones that are right for you. You can manifest things all you want, but they can be the wrong things for you. You can manifest friends, but they can be the wrong friends for you. And you need to have the willpower and the strength to be able to go to the right Knight of Cups. That's a dreamy energy as well. What's the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords? Nine of Swords. You have the Four of Swords on the bottom. And you have Judgment. Now, this Judgment card, this dove is bursting out of all those butterflies. Butterflies is our hope. The dove is love. I think you're realizing that you have a realization of that there is going to be hope, there is happiness, and it's coming towards you. With the Four of Swords, you could be doing some praying, some meditating to get past this Nine of Swords energy. You're going to be moving past that anxiety and realize almost like everything's going to be okay. You just have to answer that calling just like that dove. What is the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands? The Ten of Cups, Aries, and the Two of Cups on the bottom. So this Two of Cups on the bottom can represent a relationship. It can represent a friendship or your higher self. The Ten of Cups is all about that happiness after the storm. It can represent a family, but there's the sun on it, that bright sun. After all this, your reading really does look great, Aries. What is the Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess? You have the World on the bottom, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. This could represent a work situation for sure, or a project, or something that you've been working on. The World is an achievement. It's a closing out of a cycle. And the Eight of Pentacles represents you being rewarded. It's work it's money that was due to you. So this is something that is long overdue for you, and the universe is finally rewarding you for that, Aries. With the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have that Eight of Wands. With the King of Pentacles, he's all about stability and a foundation. With the Eight of Wands, this is that positive news that's coming in towards you. This is all about movement. This is all about the end of stagnicity. But I feel like what this is saying is that the universe is coming in, like I said, saying to you, Aries, you have to lay these burdens down. You have to lay these burdens down if you're going to be stable, like the King of Pentacles. If you want this stability, if you want to go after those dreams. We have something here for you. We have something here for you with this Eight of Wands. But the only way you can move forward is to lay those down. And they've been holding you back. And this can be something that you might not even realize is a burden, Aries. Sometimes we don't realize things are burdens. And then we realize, wait a minute, I could be doing this, but I gotta do this. I could be going here on Friday and I could meet people or go to this class or work here and do whatever. But on Fridays, I have to, I don't know, I have to help my neighbor clean their house or something like that. I have a lot of old people in my neighborhood, but I have to help my neighbor clean their house. And you might have to say, well, I can't do that anymore. You feel bad, but it's affecting your life and it's affecting your happiness. And they can always find somebody else. You might feel bad, but you can help them find another person if you feel that bad about it. There's always ways to make things better for both parties. And lastly, Aries, you have the Sun and the Ace of Cups, and you have the Strength card coming out with the Page of Cups. So I feel like this is what's coming in for you. You're realizing how strong you are. And you say as Aries, well, of course I'm strong. Well, yes, of course you're strong. But you are gaining so much more mental and spiritual strength than you ever knew that you had. I feel like you are gaining a new understanding, a new layer of deepness, if that's correct. A deeper layer of understanding. You're gaining, I guess you're gaining almost a higher self. I feel like that's kind of what's happening. You're starting to be more involved with your higher self, your spirituality, but because you're doing that, it's starting to open different doors for you with that Strength card. You have the Sun, you have the Strength. You could also be a Leo could be coming towards you, or you could have Leo in your chart with the Sun card and the Strength card. So let's look at this oracle card one more time for you, Aries. Friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So this looks like a great week for you, Aries. It looks like you're going to be realizing a transformation. I know you don't have the death card, but I feel like you are realizing a different version of yourself. You're going to be letting some things go, a realization. You have a lot of great cards here. You have the Sun, you have three aces, you have the Magician, Judgment. These are really great cards. So, thank you so much for viewing me today. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Until then, please enjoy your week so much, and I hope to see you at the next read. Thanks. Bye.